As you can see, guys, with the look on my face, I just woke up from this. Now, just to give you guys an update, as you can see, yeah, the environment has indeed changed, mostly because of the fact that Hurricane Andrew is heading in my direction. So I decided to leave before it actually did hit. And it's supposed to be hitting on Friday and Saturday, well, Friday night all the way through Saturday, and it's going to be pretty much a doozy. So they're evacuating people, but I left before that happened. So, yay, I'm here. But other than that, I completely forgot about No Mercy. I forgot they even had a pay per view going on. I forgot the Go Home show was this past Tuesday. There was a lot of things I forgot. But just to give you guys an update, I am probably not going to be doing videos for a while. It all depends on whether or not I have power or internet when I get back. So just giving you guys a heads up when it comes to that. But I am going to give my 2 cents about No Mercy and actually give my predictions on the overall pay per view and how it's going to happen. And we have some pretty decent matches on the card. So far, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 matches that are going to be on the card. A few of them that are going to be championship matches, and some of them are going to be standalone. I will get started with the kickoff match with Jack Swagger versus Baron Corbin. I am hoping that they actually do have this continue because I am a fan of Jack Swagger. He has came a long way, even without Zeb Coulter, and I had concerns that after his manager left, he will have nowhere to go. But I'm actually hoping that he actually does stay along this whole thing with Baron Corbin. Since he's no longer pretty much feuding with Ziggler, it will be interesting to see how this actually does progress. So I'm actually going to say that Jack Swagger is going to win this one, and he's going to be pretty dominant in this match, and that's going to be pretty much my vote here. And I'm hoping that they actually do have Jack Swagger feud with Baron Corbin for a little while longer because that is pretty entertaining. Moving on to Nikki Bella versus Carmella. They're trying to make Carmella a thing, just like they're trying to make Jai Courtney a thing. But like I said many times before, and that's the analogy I always go to, Jai Courtney is now a thing because of Suicide Squad. Carmella is not a thing yet because number one, her gimmick does not work without Enzo and Cass. And since Enzo and Cass is on Raw, she needs to find a way to change it. If you can't get over in your own hometown of Staten Island, then you need to rethink what you're doing. So honestly, if Carmella gets over, it's not going to benefit her at all because nobody really cares about her character. I honestly do see that Nikki Bella is going to win here as some kind of retribution from Carmella actually attacking her. They didn't really explain in full detail why she actually was attacking her. She was just saying she was making a statement, but it seems like it's all out hatred. And I don't really know which direction they want to go here. And I'm hoping that they extend the feud and maybe give Carmella a full explanation on why she's beating up on Nikki. But other than that, I really do see Nikki winning here, especially the fact that we just heard that Brie Bella and Daniel Bryan are going to be parents for the first time, and their baby is going to be due spring of next year. So, of course, since she's a Bella, I wouldn't be surprised to have her win for that reason and to fall for her sister being pregnant. But honestly, I'm hoping that Carmella does not win here and Nikki Bella actually does win to prolong the feud and maybe give Carmella some foundation to stand on. Alright, let's move on to the SmackDown Women's Championship with Becky Lynch versus Alexa Bliss. The whole. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get used to the whole discount lollipop chainsaw slash. You guys know what I'm talking about. Right now, I'm just woke up. My brain's kind of solid. But yeah, she has this whole gimmick thing going with being Harley Quinn mixed up with Lollipop Chainsaw, which is cute and all, but it's not as aggressive. It's not aggressive looking as I thought it would be, but it's Alexa Bliss. Her last name is Bliss. You can't really make her totally dark. But other than that, Becky Lynch had the belt for 1 month. If they actually release it for Alexa Bliss to win, it's not going to make any sense. It really isn't because Becky Lynch has been chasing a championship for a while now. She needs to have a solid reign and have Alexa Bliss chase her. And when Alexa Bliss actually does win, then it's going to mean a little bit more something. It's going to mean something to Alexa Bliss as well as kind of cementing her heelishness being, a heel champion. Heelishness, I don't know if that's a word, but other than that, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm actually hoping that Becky Lynch retains her title because it doesn't make any sense to give it to Alexa Bliss this early. And plus, you want Alexa Bliss to chase the title and be a little bit more aggressive towards it so the belt will have a little bit more meaning. But that's just my opinion towards that. And I think Becky Lynch should win here. Moving on up to the SmackDown Championships. The SmackDown Tag Team Championships with Heath Slater and Rhino versus the Usos. The Usos, I'm not gonna lie, I like them as heels. I enjoy them as heels. They are more entertaining and less boring as they were as baby faces. But with Heath Slater and Rhino, honestly, guys, they really are not that bad. I mean, I actually did root for them when he won not only his contract, but also won the tag team titles. They did a great job building him up as an underdog. Unfortunately, they're not doing a good job with everyone else, especially Sami Zayn, but I digress. But other than that, I really do hope that Heath Slater and Rhino keeps the belts because we know that Heath Slater and Rhino are going to break up eventually. If they lose these titles, that is it. They're not going to team up back together because Rhino is looking like he wants to go another direction, and Heath Slater is the one that wants to stay a tag team. There's a bit more friction there. If they lose the belts, there'll be no reason for Rhino to stay around. Not even to go and go to his house, eat from his table, and try Beulah's meatloaf, or anything like that. Like there won't be a reason. But other than that, I am voting for Heath Slater and Rhino to retain the titles because it will make the Usos more hungry and more aggressive to actually get the belts. And it will actually showcase more tag teams to go towards that belt because I miss the Vaudevillains. I want the Vaudevillains to be champion. I doubt that's going to happen for a while. And plus, there's many other tag teams there on that roster that needs to be promoted more than just the Usos. Just saying. But let's move on from there to the IC Championship match. This is going to be the highlight of the night, guys. This is going to be the main event, in my opinion. The second main event. The Miz versus Dolph Ziggler. If Ziggler loses, he must retire. Here's my beef of this. We know that Dolph Ziggler has had a very, very, very bad career at this point. Well, not bad, but a very slow one. A slow progressing one. He's came close to reaching that brass ring, but he's never won enough titles to count. He's won the World Championship twice, but nobody really cares or remembers that reign. Not to mention he had help and he cashed in his Money in the Bank. He had help from Vicky Guerrero when she was GM at the time, and he also got the title again from being, from Del Rio when he had Money in the Bank. But nobody really cared or remember that reign, and that's a shame. And it just seems like his career has been stagnant for years now. Not to mention there's actually been teases on Twitter, pictures taken backstage, and the fact that he is actually planning on probably trying to make his comedy career a thing, and he's going to possibly leave. I kind of wanted the mystery to kind of stay hidden, and instead of him actually putting all this out on social media, giving people hints, but it could be a swerve for all we know. It could be a huge swerve. He could be literally trolling everybody saying, oh yeah, I'm going to be out. But it could be a chance that he might stay around. It will be an ultimate triumph for him to win. But honestly, The Miz has been a far better champion than Dolph could ever be. Yes, Dolph will reach that brass ring. But what would be next? He has to make that belt look good. It's the man that makes the belt look good, not the belt that makes the man look good. So if he actually does win, what next? Like, he's not going to really do much for the belt. And The Miz has done an amazing job as being a great heel champion for the belt. He's made the belt look good just by holding it. His attitude alone, as well as his rant that he had on Talking Smack, all the promotions that he's had about himself, and actually being a Hollywood star, he has made that belt look great. So I really do want the Miz to actually retain here. I hate to say it. I love Dolph Ziggler, but I honestly do want the Miz to retain his belt here. But I don't know if that's going to happen. Dolph Ziggler might win out of triumph for those that actually are rooting for him. But in my humble opinion, I vote for the Miz for the championship, for him retaining his title. Now, this actually leads me to another video that I was supposed to have out at the beginning of this month. But as you can see, Hurricane Matthew, he was being compared to Andrew, has literally kind of put things in hiatus for a while. But I am going to try to get it out in October, and that's for my Wrestlers Graveyard for Bray Wyatt. I am actually going to do that video, but it's not going to be for a while now. But other than that, guys, I'll get that out when I can. But let's talk about Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton. The backstage banter back and forth between these two has been very entertaining. But Bray Wyatt needs this win more than anything else. I know that Adam Blampier from WhatCulture.com actually did make a video about how to book Sister Abigail. There could be a chance Sister Abigail might make her appearance, but she's dead, so I don't really know how that's gonna happen unless they do the whole Halloween thing. Since Halloween's gonna be on Monday, they might do it next week or the week before. There could be a chance that we might see her appearance, which would be weird. But other than that, Bray Wyatt needs this win more than anything else. And honestly, I don't really see Randy actually giving it to him. Randy had his head bashed in by Brock Lesnar. Do you honestly believe that he's going to allow Bray Wyatt to win over him? No way. Unfortunately, I don't see Bray winning here. I see Randy Orton, and I really hope I'm wrong. I'm just hoping I'm wrong. I'm hoping we have a spectacular finish, and somehow that Bray Wyatt can actually renew his career. But other than that, guys, let's talk about the main event. The main event is the WWE World Heavyweight Championship with AJ Styles versus Dean Ambrose versus John Cena for the title in a triple threat match. This is going to be the main event of the night. This is going to be an amazing match to watch. Do I believe it's going to be John Cena? No. Because John Cena is going to take another month off to actually record his show that he's doing. I forgot the name of it. It's like Survivor meets the Marines. That's pretty much what it is. And I forgot what channel it's going to be on. I think it's going to be on CMT. I don't know. But he's going to film the second season of that, so he's going to be off for a few months. So we're going to count John Cena out here. It's going to be against AJ Styles and Dean Ambrose. I'm hoping that AJ Styles actually retains the belt here. I love Dean Ambrose. He actually made being a champion fun. But the only problem is that AJ Styles is a far better heel with the championship, and he's made the belt look good. Not to mention, it was a triumphant win that he beat Cena clean. Cena not only put over AJ Styles, he actually put over Dean Ambrose. So nobody can say that John Cena is hoarding the spotlight. He is actually backing off and slowly planning on retiring. For those that don't really see that, I see that. He is literally promoting future people ahead of him. And like he said many times before, the only way you can be good is if you go through me. And they went through him and they won. So he's actually promoting AJ Styles as well as Dean Ambrose. Do I see Dean Ambrose taking it back? No. I actually see that AJ Styles is going to retain the title here. And he's going to have a pretty dominant heel championship reign. He needs to. He's done a great job being a heel champ. And I'm looking forward to seeing him in the future being a heel champ. But maybe at a Big Four pay-per-view, we might see Dean Ambrose getting the title back. But right now, my vote goes to AJ Styles. But other than that, guys, those are my predictions. I have no idea when I'm going to be actually doing a No Mercy review or whether or not I'm going to do a video at all. But stay tuned to that. If I am able to, it's going to be up. I have no idea what time. But I'm just letting you guys know it's going to be random, pretty much. And as for Raw or SmackDown reviews, I might not do any for a while. But if I do, you'll see it on my channel. Other than that, guys, I'm done. Peace out. See you later.